Women need CPR too. That's the message tonight from the American Heart Association. They say bystanders are less likely to perform CPR if a woman has a cardiac event compared to a man. Worries about getting accused of touching them inappropriately or getting sued are a couple of the reasons why. In the end, men are 23% more likely to survive. Ben Henry spoke to a woman who wouldn't be here today if first responders hadn't stepped in.
For 18-year-old Jamie Pedersen, it was a dream job, working at Mall of America's Forever 21.
I had a feeling that it would be a weird day.
But on April 2nd, 2010,
I had a wrinkle in my shirt. Me and my sister got in a fight. Things like when you're 18 seem like the end of the world.
her shift was a nightmare.
I remember parking for work. I remember walking in, and then the rest from there is just what people have told me about it.
Pedersen collapsed. Doctors say it was a cardiac arrest. Mall security and Bloomington police were called, beginning CPR and using an AED to shock her heart right away, bringing her back. Still, Pedersen was dead for 7 minutes.
And nobody around me knew what to do. Nobody touched me.
You're sort of stunned in the moment and you don't know what to act, and lots of times people are waiting for someone else to act.
That lack of help for Pedersen,
Hey, are you okay?
as she laid there lifeless,
You call 911, you search for an AED,
is something the American Heart Association is trying to stop.
and then you want to just start doing hands-only CPR.
It's a renewed push with a simple focus. Women need CPR too.
We're getting less and less bystander CPR performed on women.
The first step is to ask someone to call 911.
AHA sharing this new video, highlighting what to do when a woman goes down.
Push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives.
2 steps in all. Call 911 and get an AED, then start hands-only CPR.
Until the AED and help arrives.
A study involving 19,000 people who had a cardiac event backed this up. It found 39% of women received CPR in public compared to 45% of men.
The data is from a couple of years ago. Is this still a problem?
Yes, I think if anything, COVID probably has made people a little more scared to go and touch other people.
Robin Germany is on the board for the American Heart Association in Minnesota.
Why do fewer women receive CPR than men?
I think it's just a mental mindset of fear, of not knowing if it's appropriate, when it's appropriate.
The AHA found the biggest reason people don't perform CPR on someone is the fear of getting in trouble legally.
You must remove all clothes that cover the chest.
When an AED is used, the life-saving tool that jumpstarts the heart, a person's clothes have to be removed.
That's not easy when it is a woman on the ground.
That's right.
What can you share about helping ease people's minds around that?
Yes, I'm not a cultural expert, but, having taken care of people from many different backgrounds and religions, that if your goal is there to help that person, that their family, their neighbors are going to be very forgiving of that, and the laws will protect you.
Germany is talking about the Good Samaritan law, protecting people from getting in legal trouble for trying to save a life.
Why do you think he made it?
I think the stars aligned. I think there was a bigger plan for hopefully my story to make a difference.
Since that April day, more than a decade ago, Pedersen says she's been on a mission.
I feel like a broken record sometimes. I'm sure some people get sick of hearing about it.
Advocating and preparing people for those nightmare moments.
A woman is a person. It's not about if it's a man or a woman. They need help, and you can help them, and you should. It's normal to be worried about what's going to happen to you if you take an action, but if you don't take an action, that's somebody's mother or daughter or sister or, girlfriend that's dying, and I think that's going to stick with you forever.
Reporting for Nightcast, I'm Ben Henry.
And Ben says lack of CPR isn't the only reason women have a lower chance of surviving a cardiac event. They're also more likely to have non-shockable rhythms that can't be treated with an AED, and they have a higher rate of cardiomyopathy, which is a disease of the heart muscle. For resources to improve these numbers and protect your heart health, please go to the Featured on 5 tab at KSTP.com.